can't see it. Now I can see it. Got a 2-game suspension from the penalty box. Really? Apparently they do their own here.
Oh, okay. I'm standing up right now.
Yeah, they kicked me out. Hey, yes, I did. How was your Oh, it's good. Had a nice chat with the boys. We got a little snack in Napa Vine. Yeah, this netting is not.
I'm gonna go down there. I was thinking that they're like okay, I'll a little slow. I said that's not nice.
You don't drink on, do you? I might walk.
You can throw it wherever.
My camera bag's there. Cinco's bag is
Okay.
there. So yeah. Hey, thanks for doing this. The commentary is great too. My pleasure. Absolutely.
You have a talent. It's amazing.
You need to do a little. You need to be a little more Gary Fulham. You know, like, and he's kicked out from behind the goal.
Maybe
Wolfie on the breakaway.
You sound good.
I need somebody who can help me run color. Shot kicked out. Save. Picked up behind the.
A rolling play-by-play.
Right. Last weekend I caught Scott as he was walking by. Scott, what's the key to the second period? Got to get pucks deep, got to get pucks in the net, need role players playing their roles. Got to have a hero out there. All right, let's get them, boys.
There you go. Come out, yeah.
You could say that at any hockey. Yep.
Well, that's what they do. They get a canned statement that they.
You know, I just couldn't have done it without my teammates.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a good team effort out there. Clearly, Sawyer had a good game. You know, it's a team effort. You know, we're all playing for the name on the front of the jersey, not on the back of the jersey.
Yeah, you can't go wrong for a miracle.
Right. Yeah. We got Nate and Jake starting, Wolfie, Bentley, and Cooper up front. Rangers control the face-off, kicking it up the boards to Bentley. Bentley up the middle, but taken over by Tacoma. Tacoma chips it in deep. Tacoma on the forecheck. Jake grips the puck away, swings it around. Cooper giving chase. Tacoma at the blue. Tacoma hard shot. Sawyer redirects it into the corner. Tacoma picks it up. Bentley is able to get it over the blue. Cooper giving chase. Cooper delivering a big hit at center ice. Connor picks it up, gives it over to Anson. Anson swings it to the other side for Bentley. Bentley carrying it in, looking for help. Fighting for it in the corner. Tacoma gets it in front of their net and swings it around, looking for space. Chipping it up the side, getting it across the blue, carrying it in. Bentley making sure that they don't have any room to work. Braden separates the puck. Connor chips it in. Jackson, Braden giving chase. Jackson in the corner. Braden with support. Braden working it up the side. Tacoma's able to break it up there. Connor settles the puck, gets it across center. Tacoma separates. Anson gives chase. Anson settling it down. Chipping it up the boards. Takes a hit. Lots of back and forth in neutral. Anson chipping it up the boards. Tacoma's able to get it at their blue and tosses it in for what I assume is an ice. All right, we're going to take it down to the Tacoma end. We've got Parker, Wolfie, and Will coming out with Nate and Cooper. Sorry, folks, if the netting is getting in the way. Not much I can do about it here. Parker wins the face-off directly into Tacoma's net, or towards their net. Tacoma's able to get it out, but Nate settles. Tacoma picks it up at center ice and gets it into their zone with speed, looking for a shot. Sawyer's able to redirect it out front, which gives us a breakout opportunity. Wolfie getting it up the middle. Parker in support. Chipping it into some open space. Nate putting some wood on it. I guess at this point it's composite, not wood. Wolfie separates, tosses it in, giving us some room to work. Nate picking it up at the blue line, giving it a shot, but Tacoma's able to connect on it. Tacoma chips it out of the zone. We're able to gather it in the neutral. Tacoma. Cooper separates. We've got Jake giving chase. Tacoma gets it into their zone, looking to settle, but we get it out of their zone. Tacoma tosses it in, but goes offside. We have Zach, Cinco, and Jake up front with Connor and Bentley in back. Face off center ice. Tacoma wins it back. Zach giving chase. Jake looking to settle. Tacoma entering the zone with speed. Gets a puck on Sawyer's pad. Sawyer's able to redirect into the corner. Cinco picks up the puck. Tacoma is able to get there. Connor working in the corner. Tacoma pops, looking for a pop out front, but Connor's able to get there. Connor turns around. Tacoma chips it back to their blue, looking for a shot, redirected. Cinco catches it in the air, looking for a breakout pass to Jake. Jake with speed. Jake looking to get the puck. Tacoma gets it out of their zone, but Jake is able to separate it and takes a hit at center ice. Tacoma's able to get it, tossing it into the zone. No ice on that one. Anson gets the puck up to Cinco. Cinco looking for somebody to pass to. Tosses it to Tacoma, but then he separates the puck in the corner. Jackson working the puck out of the zone. No one there, but we are giving chase. Jake is going after it. Tacoma swings it around the back of the net, looking it up the boards. Jackson is able to get a body on it. Tacoma coming across center ice, looking for a chip and chase. We've got 3, they've got 1. Sawyer looking to swing it around. Tacoma picks it up on the half wall. We're throwing bodies down there in the corner. Jackson with a big hit. Nate giving chase. Jackson gets the puck up to Jake. Back to Jackson, who works it through the neutral with speed. He pops it into the corner, but Tacoma's able to get there. Tacoma up the wall, bringing it out of their zone. In the neutral now, going for a home run pass across the ice. But we have an ice. Braden, Jackson, and Maddox up front with Connor and Bentley in back. Jackson wins the puck back to Braden with a hard shot. Looks like it's off net. Comes all the way out of the zone. Bentley giving chase. Looks like it went into their zone off of one of their sticks into the corner. They're trying to get it up the wall. Bentley keeps it in the zone, but right to a Tacoma player, who's now carrying it through the zone with speed. Gets a puck on Sawyer's pad. Sawyer's able to catch the rebound as well. Braden up the wall. Braden with speed. Braden going with Jackson. Puck stalls at the blue. Tacoma stick goes flying. Maddox giving pressure. We're trying to get a change. Cooper comes in and settles the puck. Tries to work it up the boards. A lot of scrum at center ice. Tacoma settles on the reverse side of the ice. Nate working it into their zone, but Tacoma picks it up. Now they're carrying it through their zone, looking for a chip and chase. Sawyer settles. for Cooper. Cooper swinging it around the back, taking on two Tacoma players. Parker helping. We've got Parker carrying it out of the zone, looking to at least, but Tacoma gets it at their blue line. Will delivering a hit on a shot. And then Sawyer's able to glove it like a hard grounder to short. Looks like we're going to have a face-off in our zone. I see Parker, Will up front with Connor and Anson in back. We were able to control the face-off, but toss it out of their zone. Tacoma giving chase. Tacoma picks it up at their half wall. Tries to get it up the ice. They get it out of their zone. Looks like it's off our stick for not an ice. Oh, it is an ice. Hooray us. One time you don't want a puck to hit your stick. We got Zach, Jake, and Heffley out with Connor and Anson in back. We take the face-off back to Connor. Connor for a hard low shot, trying to get it through traffic. Jake picks it up out front, goes into the corner, tries to chip it for control. Tacoma tosses it up the side. Zach giving hard chase. Anson picks it up in the neutral, looking for Connor across ice. Tacoma gets a hand on it, get it out of our zone for an ice. Swing the camera ever so nicely down into our zone. Same lines out there. We got Heffley, Jake, and Zach up front. Was able to get it back to their own blue, looking for a shot. We are pick it up in the zone. Bentley fighting for it in the corner. Jake on support. Jake fighting. Jake controls. Tacoma gives him a body. Hard shot. Sawyer got a piece of it, it looks like. A lot of bouncing puck goes into the corner. Tacoma looking out front. Tacoma swings it around the back of the net. Tacoma looking up for somebody at the blue. Tacoma dumps it back in, looking for a reverse. Tacoma up the half wall. Nate giving chase. Heffley chips it out. Looks like we've got an offside. Jackson, Braden, and Maddox up front with Anson and Connor in back. Tacoma's able to win it back. They go D to D, looking for a chip into the zone. Anson giving chase. Anson looking to swing it around back to Connor, who settles. Connor looking for Braden on the half wall, but Tacoma intercepts. Puck goes down in the corner. Jackson giving chase, looking for a centering pass, but we're able to break it up. Puck comes out of our zone. Braden chips it into our zone for an offsides. Same lines out there. We're able to jump the face-off, but it looks like Tacoma's able to win it back, carry it into our zone. Connor looks like he took a cross-check directly to the face. Maddox looking for Braden, going up the middle. Braden coming with speed, one man to beat. Tacoma gets it out of the zone, carrying it through the neutral. Anson's able to break it up with a skate and is then pushed to the ice with what I would generously describe as a cross-check before Tacoma is able to get a shot at Sawyer. Deftly saves it. Wolfie, Parker, and Will out there with Nate and Cooper. We're able to control the face-off behind the net. Cooper chips it up to Will, who's looking for a tap pass to Parker. Tacoma chips it back into their zone, carrying it around back, looking for a centering pass. They're going to swing it around, finds the soft ice, but isn't able to connect on the pass. Parker getting out of the zone with speed. Looking for Wolfie, but can't quite connect. Puck goes deep into our zone, swinging all the way back around. Will chips it to himself, looking for Parker in the corner. Tacoma tries to chip it out of their zone and does. Nate settles, looking for Will. Will looking for Wolfie. Drops to one knee. Gets it at the half wall, chips it all the way around. Cooper giving chase with support from Parker. Parker settles on the half wall and dumps it deep. Wolfie giving chase. Wolfie looking for a pass out front. We got there a little bit late. Tacoma taking it in through the neutral, tosses in for a chip and chase. Sawyer settles. Sawyer reverses side of the ice. Parker giving chase, but Tacoma grabs it. Parker settling the puck, drops it over to Cooper, who gets it to Wolfie across the ice. Looking to get the puck in deep. Cinco giving chase. Goes back behind the back of the net. Tacoma chips it away before he can get there. Zach tosses it towards Cinco in the front, but puck comes out. Connor tosses it to Cinco. Cinco gets it below the goal line. Jake gives chase. Jake's not able to get there. Bentley keeps it in, tosses it in his zone. Zach is able to get the puck. Zach with a shot on net. Goalie is unable to settle. Goes wide. Tacoma picks it up, going hard through the neutral. Only one man. Hard off of Sawyer's pads. Now we got Jake. And Tacoma chips it back into our zone. Jake settles in the neutral. Jake trying to get there, but he's got four guys hanging off of him. Cinco settles it out in front of our net, but is able to chip it in and get us a change. Tacoma trying to get it through the neutral. Lots of bodies there. Tacoma fights through him and tosses it into our zone. Anson gets it, chips it up the wall, looking for Braden. Braden looking for a pass, but Tacoma gets there before he can get help. Anson in the corner, swings it around the back of the net to Connor. Connor looking for help, breaks it out through the middle. Braden giving chase before they call it an ice. And we'll bring it back down to our side of the ice. I think Sawyer was lonely. Also thirsty. Goalies wear a lot of equipment. I know, I have to buy it. And carry it sometimes. Sucks. Jackson Maddox. Anson settles it. Behind the back of the net. Jackson's able to pick it. Looking for Braden up the sidewall. Can't quite connect. Puck goes deep into our zone. Tacoma takes it around the back of the net. Jackson giving chase. Tacoma tries to get it up their wall, but is unable to connect. We try to go ice D to D. They pick it up and throw a shot on net, but it's offsides. Sawyer, as always, mostly always, saves it out front. We got Jackson, Braden, and Maddox up front with Cooper and Bentley in back. Tacoma wins the face-off. Tries to get it deep into their zone. Cooper giving chase. Cooper swinging it around the back of the net. Tacoma tries for a hit, but Cooper absolutely levels him. Net comes off its moorings. If we have any refs listening, net ever comes off its mooring, grab the goalie's water bottle and spray it down. It helps. Same lines out there. Tacoma's able to catch the face off, but loses it on the pass back. Braden picks it up. Braden with Jackson. Braden scores. That is 1-0 us. 4 minutes left in the first. I'm not goalie level thirsty, but not gonna lie, talking makes you thirsty. Parker, Wolfie, and Maddox out there with Anson and Connor. Scrum out front on the face-off. We're able to connect. Wolfie chips it in. We got Parker on the forecheck. Parker picks it up, looking out front. Will with a hard shot out front. Tacoma picks up the rebound and enters the zone with speed. Anson working on D. Puck goes around the back of the net. Tacoma out to the blue, can't settle. Now settles up the half wall. Tried to get a pass, but traffic out front. Connor picks it up at the face-off dot, Ovi's office. Tacoma swings it around back, looking for a pass back to D, but it goes up and over their stick for not an ice because they touched it. They're able to pick it up. Parker and Wolfie on the forecheck, getting it up the half wall. Parker gets the puck and tries to toss it in our zone. Cinco picks it up on the near wall, tries to get it in deep, but a Tacoma player was there. Wolfie picks it up, gets it across the blue, looking for help, gets it deep into the zone. Parker helping with the forecheck. Wolfie's able to keep the puck behind the back of the net, looking for help. We got Parker in on support. Parker wins it up against the wall, dumps it into the corners for Cinco, who takes a big hit. Tacoma's able to separate, gets the puck out of the zone, but we are able to settle. Jake picks it up and swings it around the back of the net, looking for some help. Takes the puck out on the far side, makes a nice cross-ice pass to Cinco, who is offside. I absolutely do not know why we are having the puck taken all the way back down here. But we got Cinco, Zach, and I don't know who on the far side, to be honest with you. Cooper's able to win it, gets the puck up ice to Cinco, who chips it up the half wall, now giving chase. Tacoma picks it up, swings it around the back of their net, looking for a pass up to the side wall. We separate. Zach settles, looking for a hard shot from Cooper, who's off net. Jake giving chase. Cooper almost able to give it into the net. Sawyer with a nice save. Jake picks it up, carries it through the zone. Tacoma separates. Tacoma gets the puck into their zone. Braden delivers a hard hip check. Connor picks it up behind the back of the net, now gives it out to Braden, who carries the puck out of the zone, through the neutral, enters their zone with speed. Little toe drag around, and then tries to go near side. Nice save from the goalie. Goes up the half wall. Connor with a fake slapper. Carries the puck into the corner. Tacoma catches it. Fight in the neutral. We're able to settle. Braden gets it. Braden gets hit, knocked down. Tacoma tosses it in. Not an ice. Connor picks it up, reverses course. Breaks the kid's ankle behind the net. Gets it to Jackson on the near side. Sorry for kicking the tripod. Jackson picks it up, looking for help. But the goalie kicks it off of his shoulder into the net. Sorry, folks, got a little excited. I'll try not to kick the tripod. Jackson wins it back to Braden. Scrum on the near wall. Tosses it out to Nate, who claps it, but right into the shin guards. But we have an ice. According to somebody on the ice, we need to keep our heads down. I don't know. Jackson wins it back to Braden on the half wall. Jackson in support, brings it back to Nate. Hard clapper, looking for a tip from Maddox. Tacoma up the half wall. Cooper keeps it in. Cooper tosses it down below the goal line. Tacoma gives chase, swings around. Nate keeps it in. Braden giving chase. Tacoma swinging it up the half wall. Cooper is able to chip it back in. Tacoma off the glass and all the way down. We got 13 seconds left in the first. 1-0 us. My wife stole her water back from me and I'm offended. We got Jake, Parker, and Wolfie out there. We're able to jump the face-off. Jake takes it around the back of the net. Wolfie in support. Jake looking for a pass out front. We got Connor, who delivers a hit to end the period. 1-0 us. What's mine is yours, and what's yours is mine only goes as far as not water bottles. Start the second, we're going to have Braden, Jackson, and Maddox up front with Connor and Bentley in back. We win the face-off back. Connor collects, looking for some empty space, chips it up the wall. Scrum in the neutral, Tacoma kicks it in. Connor settles, looking for Jackson. Jackson chips it into their zone for Braden. Braden fighting hard, 2 guys in the corner. Maddox picks it up, looking for Braden down below the goal line. Tacoma swings it around, fight at the blue line. Bentley's able to keep it in, but Tacoma settles and gets it out. Connor looking for Jackson. Jackson swinging it around, looking for some empty space, drops it to Connor. Connor gets it to Maddox, who's able to chip it in on a redirect. I don't know about that one, but zebras know more than me. National Geographic told me that. Parker, Wolfie, and Will up front with Cooper and Nate. Tacoma wins it back to their blue half a slap shot. Parker looking for Will up the middle. Will got all of our forwards right there fighting for the puck. Nate chips it up. Will sends it into our zone. Goes deep behind the net. Wolfie giving chase. Cooper keeps it in after a chip all the way back around. Wolfie giving chase and is able to keep it in. Tacoma gets it out of their zone, but we are able to fight them off. Tacoma with a shot around Sawyer, but not on net. Up the side to Wolfie. Wolfie to Parker with speed. Parker gets a shot off. Rebound out front, nobody there to clean it up. Tacoma hard hit on Connor, who keeps the puck in, but they then toss it out. Anson settles, tosses it to Connor at the neutral. Tacoma is able to not allow it in deep. Tacoma sends it into our zone for an ice. Zach, Jake, and Heffley up front with Anson and Connor in back. All right, Tacoma's able to get the face-off out of their zone. Jake collects in our zone, looking for Anson. Anson looking to reverse, but Tacoma's able to keep it in. Connor gets it in the corner, takes a hit. Zach providing support, but Tacoma is able to separate, looking for somebody out front that was not there. Tacoma picks it up at their half wall, tosses it back to the blue, looking for a hard shot and a redirect, but couldn't quite get there. Connor wins the puck and tries to get it out, but Tacoma keeps it in. Tacoma settles. Tacoma gets it around the back of their net. Scrum behind the net. Looks like Zach was able to get it. Tacoma tosses it out front for a redirect, but Sawyer's able to get it on the body. Zach picks it up, takes a hard hit behind the back of the net. Heffley's able to support. Shot. Sawyer's able to redirect it into the corner. Jake picks it up around back. Anson picks it up at the half wall. Tacoma gets it in the corner. Another shot on Sawyer, who redirects it behind the back of the net. Jake giving chase. Zach in the corner, reversing course for Connor. Connor looking up the side. We got Jake picking it up at the blue, chipping it to himself into the zone, but Tacoma gets it out of the zone. Connor picks it up and tosses it into their zone off net, so they'll call it an ice. Jackson, Braden, and Maddox up front with Cooper and I assume Nate in back. Tacoma's able to settle the face-off scrum, but we come away with it. Braden taking the puck through the neutral with speed, enters, one man to beat, splits two defensemen, but great poke check from their goalie. From the blue, we try to get one on net, but it goes wide, I think off of a stick. Cooper settles it at the blue. Puck comes out of the zone. Tacoma with a rush in. Tries to get a hard shot on Sawyer, but it's off net. Scrum out front, puck goes to the sidewall. Braden gives chase, big hit. Cooper now on the puck with Maddox on support. Puck goes hard out of the zone. Braden collects it. Hard shot off net, but Jackson's right there to take a big hit to keep the puck in. And Nate with a clapper from the blue. I don't know if the goalie... It went through traffic, and it was a knuckleball. Or if you're a fan of Mighty Ducks 2, that was a knuckle puck. All right, we got Will, Parker, and Wolfie out there. We control the face-off, but Tacoma's able to get it away from us, trying to chip the puck to Parker. Scrum at center ice. Now a scrum at the blue. And an offsides. Same lines out there. Tacoma's able to win face off and get it into our zone. We get it out, and then they send it right back in for an offside. So we'll try this again. I think the refs might just be practicing their puck drop skills. Same lines. All right. Tacoma wins it back to their D. Swinging it far side, chips it in, but we're able to not let it get deep. Parker swings it around the back of the net, looking for open space. Will and Bentley give chase. Parker picks it up around the back of the net, then tries to break it out up the middle. Goes for a pass to Will on the half wall. Parker gives support. Parker chips it to himself, getting out of the zone, but Tacoma delivers a hit. And again, I assume this was an offsides, but I didn't see it. We have Cinco, Zach, and Jake up front with Cooper and Nate in back. Tacoma wins it back to their D coming near side. They toss it in. Cooper is able to get it below the goal line, tries to swing it around back. Tacoma hits. Now they sandwich Nate. Jake picks it up with a nice drop pass to Nate. Tries to get it to Cinco on the far side. A 2-bouncer to Sawyer out front on a tip. Not so much a tip as much as a broken up pass entering the zone. Same lines. All right, we win it back to Cooper, who tried 1 bouncer to Cinco on the wall. But Tacoma catches it and tosses it back in for a offsides. I have no idea why this is coming to center ice. All right, we're able to win it back to Nate. Nate looking to chip it up the wall to Jake. Jake gets it into our zone. And they kick it out. Oh, Tacoma on a breakaway looking for a hard shot over Sawyer's shoulders. Cinco's able to pick it up on the half wall and get it out of the zone looking for Zach. Tacoma chips it into the zone and then gets it down below the goal line. Cooper gives chase, takes and delivers a big hit up the wall to Zach. Zach uses his body to protect. Now we've got Zach on a breakaway. Zach with an amazing individual effort gets his own rebound off of the goalie. Braden, Jackson, Maddox coming out front with Bentley and Connor in back. Tacoma wins the faceoff back, but Braden tries to jump it. We're able to collect it at center ice, but Tacoma grabs it and chips it in. We're able to get a stick on it so it doesn't swing around. Bentley chips it to Connor back behind the back of the net. Nate takes a knee. Big scrum back. And they're going to get Connor for a cross check. First penalty of the game. Brought to you by Joe's Taxidermy. You kill him, we grill him. 9 minutes left in the second. $1.30 on. Nate and Cooper with Jackson and Braden. We win the face-off. Nate chips it up the side, goes in the corner. Jackson collects the puck on the half wall, gives it a nice chip, but Tacoma commits a high stick. Ref might be a little early for Thanksgiving, but he did announce that he is thankful for something. We win the face-off back. Hard slap shot. Cooper collects it on the far side, tries to chip it in, is able to chip it in, back down below the goal line. Tacoma reverses it on their breakout, collects the puck at central ice, gets it into their zone. Bentley is able to separate and then chips it up to Braden, who's on a breakaway and is able to do, again, if you're a fan of the Mighty Ducks, a triple D. Moves like that haven't been seen since Gordon Bombay himself. Shorthanded, 3-0 us. Maddox, Parker, and Nate with Anson. in back. 51 seconds left on the penalty, 8:17 left in the period. 3-0 us, 4-0 us. We kick the face-off back to Tacoma, who gets it into our zone. Tacoma goes for a backhand, but Sawyer's able to get a body on it. To Tacoma behind the back of the net, swings it around, looking for a centering pass. No one's there. Goes into the corner. Tacoma gives chase, looking for a puck. Braden gets a stick on it, comes out of the zone with speed, looking for a breakaway. Not able to quite get there. Tacoma separates at center ice, gets it into the zone with speed. Little dribbler to Sawyer, who's able to collect. 18 seconds left on the penalty. 4-0 us. Wolfie, Parker, Bentley, and Cooper on the PK for 18 seconds. We're able to win the face-off back to ourselves. Cooper looking for the puck at his feet. Tacoma drops it back to their D with a slapper. Sawyer's able to collect. Takes 12 seconds off of the penalty. 6 seconds left. Connor, I assume, will be hot. Parker wins the puck back, but Tacoma's able to intercept. Cooper fighting for it in the corner. Hard shot off of Sawyer's chest, and then collects the rebound. We are now in strength. Connor and Anson coming in for D. We got Parker, Wolfie, and Will up front. Scrum at the face-off, but we are able to collect it. Wolfie coming out of the zone with speed. Chips it in, looking for somebody to chase on support. Parker and Wolfie go for it. Parker collects it down at the half wall. Will giving support. Tacoma tries to chip it out and is successful. They're kicking through the neutral. Chips it in, looking for a chase. They're able to collect it below the goal line. Anson throws a body down there. Connor is able to help. Anson chips it back over to Connor behind the net, looking for breakout. Reverses it, swings it back around. Takes a hit, holds the puck. Parker on support. Tacoma now has a third man in. Wolfie. Nope, Tacoma comes out with it, looking for a centering pass in the slot. Will gets a body on it. Anson at the half wall reverses it around to Wolfie. Wolfie's able to pick it up at the half wall, but Tacoma throws two bodies at him. Now I can only describe what's happening in front of their net as a stack. But referees blow it down. We will have a face-off in our zone. Cooper and Nate in back. Heffley, Zach, and Jake up front. We control the face-off. We're able to chip it out of the zone. We got Zach giving chase. Tacoma breaks it up at the neutral. Zach collects it at half ice. Tacoma collects it back, tries to chip, unsuccessful. Lots of chipping going on. Continuing to chip. Puck goes high, we chip it again. We're able to get it out. Zach goes for Jake entering the zone. Jake one man to beat, they're able to get a stick on it. Jake hard shot off net. Puck comes around. Cooper chips it in, Heffley giving chase. Heffley takes a hard hit down below, continues to fight. Zach on support. Zach protects his teammate. Tacoma's able to chip it out. Cooper picks it up at half ice and chips it out. Heffley is able to collect and get it into the zone for Zach. Zach looking for, I don't know. He's collecting it in the corner. Looks like we're taking it out to the blue. But Tacoma gets a stick on it. Half-eye shot, not quite there. Sawyer's able to collect. 5 minutes left in the second. Who do we got? Jackson, Braden, and Maddox with Connor and Bentley in back. Tacoma wins it back to their D, looking for a low shot. Sawyer redirects to the half wall. Braden giving chase. Braden gets a stick on it. Tacoma goes for a shot, hard off of Sawyer, but he drops it out front. Tacoma collects at the blue, tosses it in. Connor giving chase. Jackson supporting back behind the net where he picks it up, tries to swing it around. Tacoma flings it in front, but no one was there. Braden giving chase, chips it out of the zone, looking for Jackson. Jackson separates, and he's looking for Maddox in the center. Jackson dips it down below. Maddox giving chase hard, looking to separate the puck, and is able to keep it in. Braden on support. Jackson on support. Tacoma's able to get it out of their zone. Chips it real high in back behind the net. Jackson collects. Tacoma giving chase. Jackson with a home run pass to Braden, who puts the biscuit in the basket.
Way to go, Bards!
That is 5-0 us with 4 minutes left in the second.
He saw their line.
Anson and Nate in the back with Wolfie, Parker, and Will up front. Scrum for the face-off. We're able to settle. Wolf picks it up, tosses it in. Not quite able to get it deep. We got a scrum out front. Puck comes out of the zone. Nate tosses it in once we are onside. Tacoma picks it up back behind the net. Thinks about going behind, but reverses it. Nate at the blue, looking for a shot. Goes off net. Wolfie picks it up. Takes it around back. Fights off a hit. Looks for a centering pass, but his center was on support. Tacoma taking it through the neutral with speed, but goes offside. Tacoma has a penalty, and I don't see a signal for it. I don't know what the signal was for. All right, we got a power play. Zach, Jackson, Parker, Jake, and Braden. We win it back to Braden. Braden looking for Zach. Zach to Braden. Looking for space, Tacoma's able to get a stick on it. Tacoma tosses it out. Don't think it's going to quite get there for a nice. Zach in chase. Zach bounces it back to Parker, who swings it around the back of the net. Takes it up the middle. Might be a trip. Probably not going to call it. Jake collects and gets it into the zone with speed. Looking for support, but loses an edge. And we do have a trip. Tacoma for a trip. Looks like we're going to have 5-on-3 for a minute. Same 5 for the face-off. Or Parker wins it back to Jackson. Over to Braden. Toe drag, brings it in. Centering pass to Parker. Goes 5-hole. Oh, it didn't go 5-hole. Nice save, goalie. Parker wins it back to Jackson. Jackson over to Braden. Braden doesn't quite get it on net. Tacoma gets a body on it. Same 5 out there. Tacoma settles the face off and tosses it out, not quite far enough for an ice. Zach collects, tosses it far side to Jackson. Jackson collects, gets it over to Jake, coming up the ice with speed, back to Jackson, who brings it in. Hard shot, goalie redirects, but Jackson collects, uses his body to get the puck over to Braden. Braden to Parker up the middle, but Tacoma was able to get a body on it. Tosses it out. Zach collects at center ice, tosses it over to Jackson to reverse the ice. Jackson reverses it back to Jake. Jake going into the zone with speed. Swings it around looking for help out front. Still has control of the puck, reverses the ice. Brings it back to Zach with an open shot. Braden's able to keep it in, and puck slips out. Back to Zach, who looks for Jackson, who reverses the ice. Braden brings it in. Parker giving chase. Parker controls, gets it down below the goal line. Tacoma comes out of it with that and gets it out of the zone. Zach is able to collect it and bring it around back. Tacoma separates him on a check. Puck slips out to Sawyer, who settles. We are now 5-on-5, even strength, with 1 minute left in the second. Anson and Bentley in back with, nope, Bentley up front with, I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Wolfie chips it up the ice, hopefully to himself. He is able to collect. Looks for a hard shot, but off net. Swings it around. Tacoma grabs it at the blue line, looking for a breakaway, but Bentley, on a heck of a back check, is able to get there. Cooper delivers a big hit in the slot. Separates the puck. Wolfie's able to collect. Wolfie goes for a hard shot on net, but Tacoma's able to get a body on it. Tacoma gets it out of their zone, but Cooper is able to collect the puck for an ice. He's very thoughtful like that. Gets the puck to the ref so they don't have to skate. Got 20 seconds left. We got Jackson, Heffley, and Connor and Anson back. One's back to Braden, throws one on net. Heffley getting chase. Tacoma tosses it out to the neutral, but Connor's able to get a stick on it. Tosses it in deep. Braden takes on two players. And there is the buzzer. End of 2, 5-0 us. Braden, Jackson, and Heffley up front, along with Connor and Cooper in back. We're able to win the puck back and collect it. Connor chips it up the boards, but now we've got a scrum at center ice. Wins it back to Cooper. Tacoma looking for a pass center, but Sawyer is able to collect it. I don't think that was a shot, but it'll show up as a shot on the score sheet. He went chest to puck on there and was able to block the pass across. Same lines. Tacoma wins it back, but Braden is able to take it off the stick. Braden coming through with speed, goes around, drops it to Jackson, who goes around the net. Cooper is able to get the puck at the half wall and keep it in. Heffley gives chase. Now we've got Connor collecting it in our zone. Tacoma keeps it in the zone. Tacoma throwing bodies all of a sudden. Looks like we have an offsides. Parker, Wolfie, Will. All right, we're able to collect the face-off. Wolfie gets the puck into our zone. Goes backhand to collect the puck in the corner. Swings it around. But we've got Tacoma for an interference. Usual power play line out there. Braden and Zach in back with Parker, Jackson, and Jake up front. Oh, nope. Swapping Jackson and Braden. Parker wins it forward, looking to get it on net. Scrum out front. Puck squirts out and Tacoma gets it up the wall. Zach looking to go D to D over to Jackson. Jackson, hard shot, goalie saves. Parker wins it back to Jackson, who lets it go to Zach. Zach goes cross-eye, who goes cross-eyes again to Jackson, off the goalie's mask. Jackson chips it back to Zach, who drops it back down behind back of the net. Jake gives chase. Parker collects, who chips it back to himself, looking to go over center. Jackson collects. Hard shot. Jackson collects again. Looks like we got a crease violation. So puck's coming out of the zone. Nope. Puck is staying. Nope. Puck's coming out of the zone. Parker wins it back. Braden collects. Braden drops it to Zach, who swings it around to Jackson. Jackson tosses it in. Tacoma collects below the goal line, tries to chip it around, is able to collect the chip, and is coming through the zone. Brings it in. Tacoma player is able to drop it back to their D for a slapper, but Sawyer is able to get a pad on it. We chip it through the neutral to Braden, who goes in one-on-one and beats the goalie. Backhand side. 6-0 us. 14 left in the third. 14 left in the third. Cinco and Nate in back with Wolfie, Will, and Maddox up front. Tacoma wins the face-off back, tries to chip it around. Nate collects, gets it out of our zone. Tacoma tries to get it into their zone now that they're onside. Cinco gives chase. Cinco collects and is looking for help. Tosses it around looking for Wolfie. Tacoma gets it back into their zone. We chip it back out. Tacoma chips it into our zone. Cinco gives chase and is able to swing it back around the back of the net looking for Maddox. Maddox chips it up the wall out of their zone, or out of our zone. Maddox gives chase. Tacoma tosses it back around. Sawyer grabs it, tosses it around back to Wolfie. Wolfie is able to separate, use his body to do so. Wolfie tries to chip it to himself and delivers a hit. Tacoma gets a slap shot, but off their own player. We got Nate, who was able to get it up to Wolfie. Drops it deep into their zone, but Tacoma's able to collect. They try to break it out up the middle, continue to break it out up the middle, but no one was there. Cinco collects the puck and is looking for help, looking for a home run pass to Will. Actually, it was to Wolfie and couldn't quite get there. Zach, Jake, and Heffley up front with Cooper and Connor in back. We're able to collect the face-off. Cooper delivers the puck up the ice and also delivers a hit. And we're going to bring it back because that was nice. $12 minutes left in the third. Same lines. We win it back and control it. Cooper tosses it up the wall, but Tacoma slap shots it around the back of the net. Comes all the way to the half wall. Tacoma delivers a big hit to Connor. Zach gives chase. Comes up the half wall. Still fighting. Zach collects it and takes it around the back of the net, looking for an open player. Tacoma gives chase and wins the puck behind the net. Tacoma takes it to Novi's office. Sawyer redirects that into the corner with his blocker. Scrum down there in the corner. Zach, Heffley, and Connor are working on it. Puck comes around the back of the net. Cooper picks it up and is looking for some space, looking for Heffley up the center ice. Puck goes into the Tacoma zone where they are able to collect. Tacoma gets it up the middle of the ice. Cooper tosses it to Heffley, who collects it at half ice. Now we got Connor taking it in our zone, going D to D to Cooper. Cooper reverses ice to Jake. Jake uses his body to protect the puck, but Tacoma comes out with it. Connor. Sawyer with a heck of a save out front. Tacoma tries a slap shot, but it goes right off of Sawyer's pads. Cooper collects and is looking for Heffley up the middle of the ice. Tacoma collects the puck in their zone, chips it up the ice, looking for somebody to go and chase it. Bentley's able to get a stick on it and gets it up to Jake, who's coming with speed, looking for Braden on the far side. Nice pass to Jake, who puts it on net. Puck squirts back out and goes into the corner. Tacoma tosses it out. Anson collects and Tacoma's able to collect it. Sawyer's able to redirect it into the corner. I think he got a blocker on that. Tacoma brings it out to center ice. Maddox, nope, Braden collects it. Tacoma gets it out of their zone where Anson chips it into their zone. Puck comes out to center ice. Anson looking to deliver a hit there. Tacoma's able to get around. But Sawyer's able to make a heck of a stick save sprawling there. Jackson chips it up the half wall looking for Maddox. Puck goes across net. Braden collects it on the near side. Bentley looking to reverse ice. Center. I think we have an ice here. Might have been offside. Not quite sure. But we're taking it out to center. Nate and Cinco in back, Maddox, Braden, and Jackson up front. We're able to collect it, put it into the Tacoma zone. Tacoma takes it back behind their net, trying to swing it around. Braden gives chase, taking it up the half wall. Tacoma takes a hit and then tosses it out of their zone for an ice. Let's swing it back down here. Same lines out there. All right, we win it back. Go D to D. Nate looks for a shot, gets it down below the goal line. Maddox gives chase. Tacoma swings it around. Nate picks it up at the half wall, dumps it to Jackson, again at the half wall, looking for some open ice. Tacoma grabs it and is looking to get it up the ice. Cinco keeps it in, looking for a shot. Tacoma gets a stick on it. Jackson giving chase. Jackson wins the puck in the corner. Jackson looking for somebody out front. Jackson goes all the way around, goes for a swing shot. Nate picks it up at the half wall, dumps it down into the corner. Maddox gives chase. Tacoma tosses it up the half wall again. Nate picks it up. Nate dumps it down. Nate dumps it to himself and then goes hard off of the goalie's pads. Jackson picks it up, dumps it into the corner. Tacoma picks it up, but Braden is able to stop it there. Puck stays behind the back of the net. Maddox picks it up, looking for Jackson out front. Tacoma picks it off out front and tries to swing it around. Nate keeps it in. Nate with a hard shot. Braden looking for a redirect. Tacoma picks it up in the slot and tosses it out. Cinco gives chase. Cinco wins it. Goes D to D over to Nate. Nope. Over to Braden, who picks it up. Looking for Cinco on the far side, who tosses it to Nate cross ice. Cinco puts it behind him. Puck goes into the zone. Jackson and Braden looking to keep it in. Delivers a hard hit as Tacoma tosses it into the zone. Cooper picks it up and is looking to reverse course. Looks up the near wall to Braden. Braden picks up the puck and looking for Jackson on support. One man to beat. Toe drag around him, but the puck goes below the goal line. Braden fighting off a check, tosses it up the half wall to Jackson, who looks to get it back to Braden in the center. Tacoma separates and is now trying to get it through the neutral. Cooper collects, goes near side to Connor, who brings it over to Jackson. Classic breakout. Very classic. You love to see it. Puck goes into the Tacoma zone where Wolfie is able to collect. Uses his body to fight off a Tacoma defender. Tacoma looks to get it out of their zone.
Whoa, that's an elbow.
Don't know how they didn't call that offsides. Tacoma gets it into the neutral and tosses it below. Connor picks it up looking for Wolfie on the half wall, but decides that he's going to take a beat. Now gets it over to Wolfie, who tries to drop it to Parker. Connor giving chase into the corner, looking for a centering pass, but we break it up. Connor gives a little chip out to Wolfie, who gets it to Parker, who gets it to Will, who's got it on a breakaway. Will, hard shot. Goalie's able to redirect it in the corner. Parker gives chase. Tacoma collects it and breaks it out up the middle. Trying to enter with speed, but Anson's on D. Is able to redirect the forward into the corner. Parker gives support with a big body. Parker giving chase. Tacoma curling the puck into the zone, goes up the half wall. Tacoma looking for somebody to center, but Sawyer's able to get chest to puck and redirect that out front. Parker drops it to Anson, who swings it back around the back of the net. Bentley picks it up, trying to get it out of our zone. Braden giving chase. Bentley chipping it out of their zone. Sorry, that was Jake. Tacoma picks it up in Ovi's office. Jake tosses it to Parker, who takes it up the center with speed, looking for. All right, dumps it in down below the goal line, then goes for a change. Tacoma looking to bring it up through the center. Nate goes digging for the puck in the corner. Jake picks it up at the half wall. Jake grabs the puck, Jake gets it out of the zone. Tacoma tries to chip it in, but Jake collects and tosses it back to Nate. Nate fights through a Tacoma stick and tosses it up the middle to Jake, who is all alone, who goes top shelf, blocker side. 7-0 us, 5 minutes left. Jackson, Braden, Maddox up front with Cooper and Connor in back. Jackson wins the puck back, but Tacoma gets a good jump on it. Sawyer takes a hard shot, but pops it out front. We're able to separate the puck in the back behind the net. Tacoma gets a shot out front, but Sawyer is able to glove it, settle it, and freeze it. Gonna have a face-off far. Gonna have the same lines out there. Braden, Jackson, Maddox with Connor and Cooper in back. Jackson wins it back to Cooper. Cooper looking to reverse course. Takes it around the back of the net. Tries to get a breakout up the side and is able to. Jackson giving chase on it. Tacoma taking it around the back of the net. Maddox is able to put a body on one of the Tacoma players, but Tacoma's able to get it up the ice. Tacoma tries to go backhand, but Sawyer is able to block that path. Jackson and Connor are giving them the business down in the corner. Puck squirts out, looking for Braden. Braden collects it with his feet and is able to get it into the zone, looking for Maddox. Tacoma's able to get a stick on it, and Connor collects at our blue. Tosses it to Jackson. Jackson entering the zone with a lot of speed. Looking for a hard shot, goes high glove. 8-0 us. Anson and Nate. Parker, Wolfie, Will up front. We win the face-off back, but Tacoma jumps it, gets it into the zone, coming in with speed. Hard shot. Sawyer redirects it out front. Parker's able to collect. Parker getting it up the wall with speed, but Tacoma gets a body on it. Tosses it around the back of the net. Tacoma picks it up at the half wall, but Wolfie is able to get a body on the Tacoma player. Anson giving chase all the way back, but we're going to get an ice on that one. 3 minutes left in the third. 8-0 us. I don't know what traffic's like. I assume it's awful. I also don't know what the weather is like, so I can't give you the weather and traffic on the 8s. Sorry. I'm bad at my job. Same lines, except Connor and Cinco in back. Tacoma takes the face off and looks to get it out of their zone. Ships it up the near wall. Not quite far enough for an ice. Connor picks it up and gets the puck behind the back of the net. Tacoma tries to center, but no one was there. Wolfie taking the puck up center ice, looking to get in with speed. Controls all the way through, gets it back behind the back of the net, looking for somebody out front. Gets the puck into the zone, tosses it back behind the back of the net. Will giving chase. Will delivers a hit in the corner there. Still scrumming back there. Parker now on the puck. Two Tacoma players. Puck squirts out to Will. Will takes a hit now. Parker wins the puck down into the corner, but Tacoma's able to collect it back behind the net. Tacoma gets it at the half wall, looking to get it out of their zone. Gonna carry it out, and now we're gonna chip it. I think we got a stick on that. Connor collects the puck. Tacoma keeps it in their zone. Cinco grabs the puck on the far corner, looking for somebody to toss a pass to. Is able to get around a Tacoma defender. Oh, but loses the puck right in front of the net. But he has a great defensive partner there in Connor, who's able to get the puck up the middle. Wolfie collects it on the half wall, tosses it out of our zone, looking for a streaking Parker. Tacoma tosses it back into the zone. Connor collects and is looking to swing it back around. Reverses course, looking for Jake up the half wall. Jake gets it out of our zone, chips into himself, gets it into our offensive zone. One player to beat, except that ref was trying to help, centers it out to Heffley,
Push for it, buddy.
who goes off of his stick. We keep it in our zone, but takes a massive hit.
Get up. There you go.
Jake in support, Parker looking to get in after it. Nate is going to collect this around the back of the net. Fight in the corner. Tacoma comes away with it. Now we've got Zach collecting it, bringing it up,
There you go. Push, bud. Push.
coming through the neutral with speed. 3-on-2 if we can get it. Zach goes 5-hole for 9-0. 47 seconds left. Wolfie, Will, and Maddox up front with Anson and Connor in back. We win it back. Anson's looking to collect. Anson swings on the back to Connor. Connor looking to collect. Working it up the wall. Tacoma's D tries to get it on net, but can't quite. Tacoma collects it on the half wall. Will giving chase. Hard shot right into Wolfie, who collects it in Ovi's office. Little scrum there. Tacoma wins it. D tries to get it on net, swings it around the back of the net, where Will collects it. No, Maddox collects it, gets it over to Wolfie, who goes for a home run pass over to Maddox. Maddox looking to get after it. Maddox still fighting for the puck. Tacoma gets it out of their zone. Anson looking D to D. Oh, but tosses it. Tacoma player makes a great play to get a body on it. Hard shot to Sawyer to end the game. 9-0 us. Shots were 36-27.
Drive safely.
Yeah.
So, what school does it located? And do they? Is it like he's got a date for?
He's there this week, probably.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
It seems like that's the trend. It's like
Yeah,
you go with a group
for the
of
ninth
friends.
graders.
Yeah. Even my daughter, her homecoming was with a bunch of girls.
Yeah.
I prefer it that way.